Fisk unit. Soldier. Fisk unit. Soldier. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist unit while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. This video, long time coming. Alright, because Colin Cowherd was talking reckless earlier this week. But between the Giants Outsiders podcast, the #1 Giants podcast on the planet with me and Pizzle. And then yesterday, I had to come to my boy Kayvon Thibodeau aid because Shannon Sharp and the rest of these virtual singling idiots out here want to come take shots at Kayvon. So I had to defend my boy. That was more important. But today, on Friday, seeing as we're going to be resting our starters, there's no need to talk about the Eagle game. I need to address something that Colin Cowherd said on his show earlier this week. Now, I come on this channel and I continuously preach prosperity, hope, and I try to rally this fan base together because it really is us against the world. But sometimes I feel like the message, it's repetitive because every other day someone comes out and they say something reckless. They deny our glory. They ignore our greatness. They act like we shouldn't be here. They act like they don't want to say it. They try to wish us away. You ever just tried to say, hear no evil, see no evil? That's how the media talks about the Giants. They just try to act like we're not here. But then someone like a Colin Cowherd say something stupid and remind me that my message isn't repetitive because it is us against the world and they keep coming at us. This man, Colin Cowherd, had the balls, the nerve, the audacity to say that Brian Daboll does not like Daniel Jones. He said, and you can go back and listen to it, this had to be the Tuesday show because I wanted to line them up on Wednesday. It was with the Channing Crowder. Whenever he was talking with Channing Crowder, it was around that episode. I can't remember specifically, but he was talking about the Giants, and he said that if you got Brian Daboll in a room and put him on a lie detector test, he doesn't want Daniel Jones. He said that Brian Daboll and Joe Shane know they've maxed out Daniel Jones and it's only going to go down here from here. And if they could move on from him, they will move on from him. Those were his words, not mine. Those are his words. And what irks me so much about him saying that is that's an excuse. That's an excuse. That's running around. You're running around from the truth. You ever had somebody cornered in an argument? You ever had somebody cornered in a debate? You're arguing with your girlfriend because Colin Cowherd is acting like a female dog right now. And y'all know I want to say certain things, but YouTube be trying to demonetize me every chance they get. So I'm gonna keep it clean. But he acting like a female right now. You know you arguing with a girl, right? You arguing with your girl and you know she wrong. And then there's always that point in an argument when she realizes that she's wrong and you got her beat. And what do women do when they know you got them beat? When you got a woman beating an argument, what do, fellas? What do? They change the subject. They say something crazy. They say something wild. They say something to get you out your character to forget that you was right in the first place. Women do it all the time. That's what Colin Cowherd did. Colin Cowherd, I got the videos of it. He laughed at Daniel Jones. He said that Brian Daboll was going to get rid of Daniel Jones the first second he could. He said that there was no hope for Brian Daboll in New York. He should have took the Dolphin job. Those were his words. He said Brian Daboll should have took the Dolphin job. He can't believe he went to New York with Daniel Jones. His best friend, not best friend, but his good old friend, Jason Garrett, he blamed Jason Garrett's sorry self getting fired. He blamed it on Daniel Jones. Colin Cowherd has been hating on Daniel Jones for years. So instead of just eating this crow and admitting that he's wrong, like some of your favorite content creators is doing right now. They moonwalking like 1985 Michael Jackson on Daniel Jones on their YouTube channels. Instead of just admitting that he was wrong and praising Daniel Jones, Colin Cowherd throws dumb stuff to his audience that Brian Daboll would move on from Daniel Jones if you put him on a lie detector test. That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. And I done heard some dumb stuff. But why is Colin Cowherd not being held accountable for saying stupid, idiotic things like this? He has no merit to say that. He is getting paid too much money. He is too accomplished. He's been around too long to throw idiotic statements out there like that. Oh, Brian Daboll doesn't believe in Daniel Jones. The Giants don't really believe in Daniel Jones. This is a nice story, but it's not for real. Huh? This goes back to every single thing I've tried to tell you Giants fans. The media not only hates us, but they don't watch us. If it's not embarrassing or negative towards us, they don't want to talk about us. The only time the Giants are in the media is when Kayvon Thibodeau injures Nick Foles. Okay, when Kadarius Toney is traded for no reason. Okay, that's how we get in the media. We never get in the media for beating Aaron Rodgers with a 17-point comeback. We never get in the media for beating Washington on Sunday Night Football. We never get into the media for clinching a playoff berth versus the Colts. That's not how we get on these mainstream talk shows. We get on these mainstream talk shows when they have nothing but negative things to say about our team because they want us to be trash. They want us to lose. They want to laugh at us, and that's just how it is. They've been slurping the Jets all year long, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not a New York thing. Oh, they hate the Giants because it's New York. No, it has nothing to do with that. Because they slurp the Jets. They want a big old Sauce Gardner. Oh, the Jets have a Super Bowl roster, but they don't have a quarterback. And then here come Mike White. Oh, the Jets can make a run. They got Mike White. Where are they at now? Where are they now? This is why you should respect Daniel Jones. Where are they? You got two teams in New York. It's not even a question. It's not even a thought. It's not even a debate. It shouldn't even enter your mind who has a better team. The Jets are better than the Giants. Why they ain't going to the playoffs? What's the one position that the Giants are better than the Jets at? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. So at the end of the day, people, hold these people accountable. Never forget, Kayvon injuring Nick Foles and getting vilified in the media. That's just the beginning. The Daniel Jones deniers, it's just the beginning. The Giants are going to be the most hated team in football for the next 10 to 15 years. They're never going to embrace us. They're never going to do it. The Giants, I'm telling you, I can see it now. Our rise, our come up is being fueled by hatred. Doubters. It's not all smiles or Hallmark cards over here. You gotta understand. When the Bengals came out of nowhere, everybody loved them. Everybody slurped Joe Burrow. When the Chiefs made their run out of nowhere, everybody slurped Mahomes. Everybody loved them. The Giants are the villains. We're the bad guys. Nobody want to see us win. You know, it kind of reminds me of this team in Foxborough that went on a run. Nobody wanted them to win. It kind of reminds me of this team in Seattle that had their run. Everybody hated Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor and Marshawn Lynch. Remember, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yeah, that it's cute now. It's funny 10 years later, but when Marshawn was saying that, they hated him. When Richard Sherman was doing the interview with Erwin Andrews, they hated him. They called him a thug. Richard Sherman had to remind you that he graduated from Stanford. The Giants are next. We're the bad guys. We're the villains. And it's going to be like that for a minute because unlike the Seahawks, the Giants have a quarterback that's going to be here for a minute. It's going to be a great run for Giants fans. Daniel Jones ain't going nowhere no time soon. All right? But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.